Alright guys, welcome back to Move with Ben. So today's video is going to be all about flexibility for the posterior chain to move better in March. So I want to encourage people to move better in March. I haven't done a YouTube video about it, but I thought it might be a useful video because often people's goals are to touch their toes. So I wanted to do a video all about flexibility for the back of the body. So hopefully it's useful. It's going to be about 10 minutes. If you've got a towel or even a resistance band, you're going to need one of those for the stretch. So one of the most common mistakes I believe people make when they're looking to develop their flexibility is compromising their form and rounding the back. So when they're looking to touch their toes, they just concentrate on touching their toes. And I'll give you a demonstration here. So from here, they just come round. And from here, yes, I can touch my toes, but in reality, if I'm just doing that and practicing that, I'm not really going to develop too much flexibility through the posterior chain. A far better stretch would be to think about the hip hinge, so pushing the hips back, retracting your shoulders, and then just leaning forwards, okay? So you may find with this one, your range isn't quite there. It may be that you're just here, and that's where you can feel the stretch. That's where I want you to work with, okay? So if you've got a mirror as well, great. So we're gonna do a few exercises from a standing position and then come seated from there. So the first one is gonna be a good morning, the hip hinge that I've just gone through. We're gonna do a number of reps of that, and then we're gonna isolate each side. So we're gonna try and hit the hamstring, the lower back at different angles. So first of all, knees soft. I want us to come down, find your range, where you can feel the stretch, and then pause, hold, deep breath, so I can feel a real deep stretch here. So we're gonna hang out here for 10 seconds, and then we're gonna come up and repeat it, okay? So hold. So each time we come back down, I want you to maybe look to go a little bit further into the stretch. 3, 2, 1, stand. And then once again, fold through. Okay, this time, draw your elbows together. Deep breath here. Exhale, relax. Check in with where you can feel the stretch. 2 more breaths here. Rise, okay, this time we're going to rock it from left and right. So elbows, hips go back. The first thing, your hips go back, chest up. So knees soft. This isn't a squat, just a softness in your knees. So nice flat back, elbows together. We're going to go for a nice rocking motion here. So that's going to stretch out slightly different areas, okay? So you're going to do a couple more times, and then I want us to hold it. Okay, so on this one, just hold it here. Okay, so this is isolating one side, which we're going to be moving into. I picked the worst time to come out here because it's been nice all day and then it's suddenly decided to rain, and then come round to the other side for the hold. Nice, okay, back to center, stand up. I want you to put your right foot out front. So we're gonna go for a split stance, good morning, okay? So left foot behind. This time we're gonna work dynamically. So come down and then come up, okay? You're gonna feel you're isolating one side, one hamstring into the glute area as well. And then stand, repeat. We're gonna do 10 of these on this side. So knees soft, push your hips back, retract your shoulders. Breathe each time, 1 breath, and then come up, okay? So come down, fill your lungs up, exhale, fold into the stretch, and then stand. So 5 more here. So use this video as well for inspiration. Okay, so I would recommend, if you can't touch your toes, using this video or using these exercises every day, if that is your goal for the month. Sit. 3 more times, okay? So this time I want you to maybe twist a little bit, okay? So you're working into your ankle again. You're going to notice a slightly different stretch, which is really useful. You want to hit the different areas of the muscles here. And then we're gonna go 2 more. Okay, so come down. 1, fold, up, pause. So this hinge, like I said before, it might be that you're here, that's absolutely fine. Work on progress, and then stand, repeating on the other side. So I'll go side on. So my right leg is coming back, left foot forward, fold. You're gonna notice that this side, you're not at the range where you're at on the right, just because it's the first rep, and then stand. Once again, fold, and then stand. Fold, maybe it's a little bit deeper here. And then stand. The other thing that's really important is that you're connected to your muscles, okay? They call it mind to muscle connection, so you can really check in with that deep stretch. Stand. On the next one, come round to the side, okay? So take your hand round to the side. Right hand is on the left ankle, and then I'm rotating gently. So 2 more stretches here. So down, 1, fold, nice. Deep breath, exhale, fold. And stand up tall. So the next one is gonna be a straddle, good morning, okay? So feet wider, knees soft, hinge from the hips once again, and then hang out here, elbows together. So I want you to go for a wider stance than we were before, okay? And really concentrate on pushing your hips back, so as flatter back as you can from this position, okay? Nice and long. Really thinking about lengthening through your posterior, through your hamstring, and then fold to the left, over to the right. We're going to do 3 more good reps. So stand up tall, soften it up. So this may come down again. Rep 1 of 3. So this may be you're really tight and struggling with this, which is fine. Just keep practicing. I think the most important thing with this is consistency of the stretch. One more time, okay, so stand up tall. Last time. Fold, soft, straddle, so feet parallel forwards, and then fold, rock it right, and then over to your left. And then stand up, slowly shake it out. So effectively, there's 3 areas we're gonna stretch on the floor. You got your hamstrings, your glutes, your lower back, which are really important for your posterior chain flexibility. So the next one, we're gonna rest on the floor. So quite often you might have hugged your knees like this, okay? What I want you to do is keep your shoulders on the floor and actually take the back of your legs in this position. Interlock your hands or fingers. You're gonna feel far deeper stretch through your hamstring into your lower back here. So relax here. And find your range. You know your range, it could be further behind than I am or closer. Draw your toes towards you and you're going to notice more of a stretch into your hamstring, maybe even your calf. Keep breathing. We're going to hang out here for 10 more seconds, okay? Toes go a little bit further towards you. And then slowly release, okay? Come into this position so you're nice and relaxed. We're gonna do that one more time. It's quite a deep stretch for the posterior. So this one is a little bit more targeting the lower back. Okay, so coming back. So where this exercise, it's often one that you may have done before. for me, this stretch is far better. So maintain neutral spine, so your head and shoulders are relaxed on the floor. Interlock your fingers, make sure your legs are as straight as you can get them. Okay, so maybe that means that they're there. So what you want to do to get them straight is to push your toes towards you. Okay, if you start coming in like this, your knees will soften up. So start to pull it in, breathe deeply. 15 seconds here. Maybe put a little bit further if you can. Last few. 2, 1, and then release. Okay. So the last exercise we're going to do is the classic. So as before, from a standing where we were standing, the first exercise I showed you, this one where you're rounding from the back, which is often what the mistake people make. They're just focusing on touching their toes without actually concentrating on stretching the key muscles, and therefore in time that's not really going to benefit the flexibility too much. So instead, hips back, chest up, shoulders retracted. If you've got your towel, is where I want you to use it, okay? So pop the band or towel around your toes and then just fold forward. You're going to notice a far deeper stretch there. And then if you can pull a little bit further into it. Going to be here 15 seconds. So deep quality breaths in, exhale, look to go a little bit further. Two more breaths here. Slowly release. Okay, relax. 10 to 15. So we're going to do that one more time to finish. Okay, so same stretch, hips back, set your body up, chest up. Deep breath. Towel or band around your toes. Fold and breathe. Whilst you're here, really start to focus on thinking about lengthening your hamstring. It's a long muscle group. It's quite a where the glutes is quite thick and strong. The glutes, the hamstring can often be quite thin kind of muscle fibers, so often you can tweak them. So working flexibility, working your strength in your hamstring is really important. Ten seconds here. So toes come up towards you. You're going to notice more of a stretch maybe in the lower calf or in the side of the calf. You've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release and come out. So that's it. 10, I think it's like a little bit longer. Oh, 14 minute stretch for your posterior chain. We've just really targeted the hamstring, lower back, a little bit of glutes there as well. So you can use some other stretches like the pigeon for the glutes, and also some lacrosse ball release is all going to be useful. You want to think of a variety of bits and pieces to help develop the strength and flexibility in the posterior chain. But those exercises, that hip hinge is a really great move, because you can then incorporate that into kettlebell swings, into deadlifts, and it's one of the primal movement patterns our bodies are designed to do, the bend, okay, but it's important to maintain your technique. So hopefully that was useful. As I said before, the most important thing with this, I think, is your consistency with doing these stretches. So try and use them daily if you can. If you struggle to touch your toes, and hopefully in time I think you will see a real difference if you're focusing on all of the stuff that we spoke about there. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Hope you have a nice day, evening, whatever time it is. Let me know how you found this video, and I'll see you again soon.